Hey, what's going on, you guys? When you guys to the channel, it's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. And listen, I just got this is technically a review, but at the same time, it's kind of not because I just caught up with on Tower of God. Okay, so on episode 11, I just watched the 11th episode today. I actually watched the first 10 Monday. But I said, okay, since the new episodes come out on Wednesday, I just wait to talk about it then because nobody actually told me about this anime. Good joint. Get going, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it all for yourself. Great. Yeah. But listen, first of all, anime is basically about this guy, this tower where people have to climb to extend to they get to the top, they get to make a wish, and so on and so forth, and like this, and like you have to be granted into this tower in order to like do these things. You know, you call regulars, people who are chosen to come to the tower. Then you have people who are called irregulars, people who open the door themselves, which is not something most people do hardly ever. Period. That's why they call it irregulars, and that's who our main character is. Kid named Bomb who didn't know anything because he was trapped under something for years until this one girl, Rachel, comes in, kind of, you can say rescues him. And it's just like, it's this weirdest thing. I swear it's the weirdest thing because we get all those stories all the time where it's like, hey, this person comes from nothing and then they're actually special and this is that. But this kid Bomb doesn't lean into that like, hey, dude, you special. He's just like, nah, I'm just here because of her. This is my only reason he goes is because his friend Rachel wants to go to the top of the tower and she left him. And so he's like, hey, I'm going to go find her because she's probably gonna be at the top of the tower. So if I connect, I mean, that's she taught him everything, and that's his whole mission. And like he meets some people along the way when he's like when the testing starts. Like Coon, Rock, super great characters. Okay, Rock is hilarious. Coon, he has like more to his character than than you would see. So I'm watching it and I'm just like, this is one of the most innocent main characters I've ever seen. Like the guy is just super chill, and you can clearly see he has abilities he knows nothing about. Okay, the fact that he not only can control Shinsu. Now, if you've seen the anime, you know what Shinsu is. Not only that he can control it, he becomes it. Like it was to the point where I'm just like, yeah, I'm actually, and you kind of get. I'm kind of disappointed that I watched now. If I'm being, I would have preferred me not watching this for another 2 weeks because I think it's only gonna be 13 episodes in the first season. I would have rather did that instead of having to actually wait for these last 2 episodes to come out now. Now I'm just like everybody else, wait for these episodes to come out as they come. And everything that like precedes, well, like the different stages and the way he can the sword, the Black March and everything that goes behind that, and like the Princess of Jihad, that whole storyline with all these different princesses. Then the one I think her name was Anak, who her mother actually was killed because she had like. There's a lot of different things to like about this anime. Okay. And like I'm still, the whole situation with Coon is still something that I'm invested in. I'm going to start like in reviewing individual episodes next week, because like I said, I didn't see the purpose of me doing it this week. I'm gonna start reviewing like a specific episode, what happened in specific episodes. Because right now I'm just kind of like giving an overview of everything that I liked about the show, so far, and like. The fact that he's able to like rally people behind him just because he's a good person and he genuinely cares about people, and I think the show is actually pretty smart the way it does things that you aren't expecting it to. Also, it's put characters that you may not have otherwise like been big fans of in situations where it's like it's a lot more dire now. Like even with the situation with the 2 princesses currently, like happened this past episode. Where like they're basically getting took out by I think his name is Ren. He's like somebody who works for like Jihad, who like kills people or like eliminates threats to jihad. That whole, I just like the whole thing is great. And then the administrator, well, is it the? I think it's the, yes, not the administrator. This is the director of like the whole the whole trials or whatever. And like him being behind it and like helping and like it's like a crooked society in a sense, but like you don't see it all because like you have to get to the top and to see like the faults at the top, you know, and it's doing a good job. And like that's not even stuff that like has to do with Bomb. Doesn't directly affect him now. I think eventually it will, because one, he's in the regular, and apparently based off the contract that the King of Jihad has. Or King Jihad has, he can't be killed by regulars, but he can be killed by irregulars. You know what I'm saying? He's protected from regulars, but irregulars he's not. And since Bomb is an irregular, that kind of like sets up this thing like down the line. But it would, my only question with that would be like, what reason would Bomb have to kill the king? Because it doesn't seem like that's something that Bomb wants at all. Bomb just wants to make it to the top of the tower. And eventually I think it may become one of those things where they come after him, so he has no choice but to defend himself. And since they come after him, he has to like, hey, I have to get rid of this so I can, you know what I'm saying, be peaceful, because like he's just trying to get Rachel to the top just so she can see the stars. Like the dude is just the most kind person ever. Like, why are you so kind? You're an anime man. You're supposed to be a savage, okay? But you're different. I get it. Like, so like I said, next week I'm actually start diving into like specifics and for episode 12. So I like actually review that episode instead. Like this was just pretty much like an overview of the first 11 episodes, what I've seen thus far and what I've liked about it, and there's a lot to like. So you guys, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys are safe, staying safe out there. And your boy Cashapp with you later. Peace.